Hey there, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and this is a Nissan Skyline. That's a rear-wheel drive, 4-door sedan. You can also get the Skyline in the 2-door. And it comes with a VQ engine. It's the ubiquitous engine that's in all the Nissans. Very reliable, good amount of power, 3.5 liter. Puts out different amounts of power in different cars, but generally in the range of 260 to 280 horsepower, which for a small sedan like a 3 Series car is generally well enough. Now the oil in it looks fine. The coolant in it I couldn't check. It actually just came in today. And to be honest, this is the first time that we've seen this generation of Skyline. And so I don't know an awful lot about them compared to other kind of older cars. This one here is bought from auction for the purpose of exporting to Finland. And it's not legal in many of the other countries that we sell to, primarily US, Canada. It would be legal in many of the other countries in Europe that we send to. Most of those countries prefer more sports cars, but the Skyline's a nice car. It's 4 doors, sporty. I guess the Skyline would be the sporty version if you wanted to get a 4-door. And nice package, good car. I don't really have much complaints. Now this one has a number of areas of body damage. You can see here on the diagram, front bumper, this section here, and this section here. All have damage. A2 is a medium scratch, A3 is a large scratch, and U2 is a medium dent. I'll go over the rest of this. It's 2006 Skyline 350GT Type S. I don't know what the Type S is on it. It's an automatic transmission, but it has paddle shifts, so you can shift yourself if you want. Nice low mileage at 58,887, has current registration on it. Navigation, sunroof, intelligent key with a push start, half leather seats, toll collection box. What is this? Paddle shifts. Okay. Driver's seat side is ripped. Wheel scratched. Steering wheel wear. And I already kind of went over the body. So let's do it once around here. Paint on it is quite nice looking all the way around. This is kind of a darker video because right now is about the time where we get the dark videos. The foliage in the forest comes in, and if it's cloudy like it is today, it really darkens this area. I suppose this would be a later model one. I'm not really too sure. The taillights on it do look a little bit more modern than some of the other ones that I've seen. The back section here looks cool. It says Skyline. And of course some people would be confused, like they don't realize that this car is called Skyline here when it's called an Infinity G-Class or G350. 350G. Man, it's been so long since I've been away from Canada that I can't remember the names of the cars. But then they changed it to Q, I think, or something like that. See, I've been in Japan now for 13 years. This car was a brand new car in Canada when I was just leaving. Infinity G350, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to sound awkward to some people who are like, come on, everybody knows the name of that car. I do very much like the Fair Lady and the 2-door version of this, but 4 doors are just so much more convenient. And for a lot of people, it's 4-door or 2 cars, especially if you've got a family. Okay, so let's take a look at damages here. First off, we got front bumper over here. We got some scrapes there. Okay. Headlights are a little bit yellowed, but really not that bad. A little bit of blue in there, that's quite nice. You go down here and you find another scrape down there with a bit of surface rust. Now that follows down here a little bit. Keep going down here, we're looking good. The back bumper has a pretty big damage on both sides. Now remember, this is an A3U2, so some dent in there. This section here is dented in, and the other corner has more damage too. Over here with some touch-up paint on it. This section here. And the rest is good. It's weird. It has quite a few areas of medium damage, but they're all kind of at the very lower section of the car, except for the rear bumper. If it were my car, I would get that rear bumper painted. I'd probably get them to redo these things too at the same time. Okay, let's see if you can open the trunk without popping it. Oh no, you can't. Or maybe you can. there's a button here, but I don't know what it does, and it's not popping the trunk, and maybe it only pops the trunk when the engine is off, but there is a button inside here. And I'll come back here pretty soon. Pop the trunk. 35 degrees right now. So, sizable trunk. This would have been an important car for a Nissan to get right. So a lot of R&D would go into something like this. Especially since, you know, this was the car that was the Infiniti. And Infiniti is supposed to be, you know, BMW, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz fighter. Maybe Acura. I don't know. Acura is a little bit of a different thing. Oh, back door cards are oddly scratched. Take a look. It's for kids with OCD. Everything else is so clean and nice, but this rubber just scratches so easily. And Nissan should have got that right, because back in, like, let's see, 1994, when the R33 came out, it had the exact same issue with the peeling. And here's the driver's seat. Sporty, but not terribly sporty. And a rip here. And so this one here is fake leather. This one here looks like possibly real leather. So you might have a difference in leathers there, but you can see, obviously that's not leather, it's vinyl. Sometimes they'll say it is a half leather seat, but it'll be full vinyl. Now I do quite like this. I don't know if you can see, the camera might be blowing it out, but it's textured with a whole bunch of micro scratches in it. And then since it's already scratched like that, it's going to be less prone to scratching, which is kind of cool, kind of a neat idea, but they didn't think of it here too. In fact, it would look very cool if this section here had the same design as this on it. I think the gauges are nice looking. 60,000 kilometers means this is going to last a very long time after this. Dashboard has a bit of damage up here. You can see both there, and then some sticky stuff up there. AC works nice and strong. It's a dual zone AC. So that means left and right can set different temperatures. And it has an analog clock. And I love the fact that Nissan loves their analog clocks, because they're in a lot of cars. And they're a heck of a lot more expensive than a digital clock like you'll see in Toyotas and Mitsubishis and basically everyone else. It's a nice touch. Shifter is kind of short. It feels sporty even though it's an automatic. And then put it this way, and then you can shift yourself with this, or you can shift yourself with this and feel really cool. So if something used to be mounted here, you can kind of see the stickiness on it. And yeah, we got the kick e-brake on. It's a bit of a shame they went for a kick e-brake on this, because the Skyline is, you know, Skylines are drift cars. This can't be a drift car with a kick e-brake unless you put your own e-brake in here. The Fairlady has the e-brake, so yeah. This is IntelliKey. There's the key in there. And then push the push start button here. Sadly, when you're driving, you can't see where the push button is, so you're like, oh, where is it? I mean, you can feel it, and if it's your car, you'll know exactly where it is, but it is a little bit annoying. Why not have the push button at a place that you can see where you're when you're driving, or even on this side over here or down here? I very much like a start button down here, like S2000 style. Okay. All right. And that's basically it. This is Nissan Skyline 4-door. Going to Finland. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Participate in the comment section if you want. I don't know why that son and mom in the background are doing bug catching, because it is seriously too hot out right now. But there we have it. And let me know if you need anything. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a nice day.